Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. This is episode 12. Last time we navigated the Fade, and it was an arduous and frustrating, but ultimately a victorious experience. We overcame the sloth demon and lie on top of its corpse. We stand here above the corpse of the sloth demon, and unfortunately, Niall, as the game would call it, Niall, I've regained my dog because, you know, of the story event, obviously only 4 of us get put into the Fade. Our dog was lost to time and space, but upon reloading the game and bringing him back, he is here. So we can celebrate still having a dog, which is very nice, and we can resume navigating the Circle Tower. It's been a really interesting part of the story. I'm feeling like, Redcliffe are like, where the fuck are those guys? Where the hell are those guys? So we're going to have to continue. There's still more of the Circle Tower. We have the Litany of Adrala here, which is a plot item, which has a unique power to cancel out blood magic. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So I think I should be able to go back to my main quest, which is one of these, or none of these. We've got Watchguard of the Reaching, which something is now free in the lowest levels of the tower, and several of the Circle Enchanters were unknowingly studying the same forged tome. Someone named Bayer Jome took advantage of their egos and likely made a tidy profit. Keep an eye out for him. If I make it active, it doesn't really pop up with anything. So I'm assuming that the main quest is going to continue as we go through this door here, past the Sloth Demon, past Niall. So let's check this soldier corpse and let us continue with our journey in this fantastic game of trials and tribulations, that's for sure. Definitely has put us through the ringer, but we got a lot of permanent stat boosts in the Fade, which was awesome. That was great. The Libertarian's Cowl, plus 12 defense, plus 12 defense. Hello, mages. Would you like to wear a hat? I don't think Wynn has one. Wynn does have a hat, which has some resistances, and you're wearing a hat that gives you mental resistance plus 1 willpower. I'm going to give you a hat. I'm going to give you the Libertarian's Cowl. You're a Libertarian now. Congratulations. Your political alignment has now been changed because I deemed it so. Alistair's wearing his Templar helmet. Oh, great. Okay, let us continue. A book. Legend of Calenhad, Chapter 2. Starting this episode off right, once again, with some more beloved Codex reading. Let's have a look. With the allegiance of Arl Midrin, Mirden, Calenhad began his rise to greatness. Some of Mirden's allies also pledged allegiance, but most thought him foolhardy. A boy commoner was to lead them and become king. Over the years that followed, however, Calenhad would prove himself worthy of Mirden's trust. With each victory, he won over more men to his command, and his reputation as a man of honor spread. Eventually, during his campaign against the lowland Benorn, he met his most infamous friend and companion, the vaunted warrior Lady Shayna. Calenhad married the famously beautiful daughter of Mirden. Mirden sounds nice. Myron, so many fucking names that I've never had to pronounce before. I'm going to say Mirden and Myron, and his firm belief in the ways of the Chantry became the staple of his court. In a time when the Chantry was still new to the lands and courts, following Andraste held the majority of the power in Ferelden, Calenhad began to solidify the nation as one in line with the other nations around it. This piety eventually won over to Calenhad those faithful in Ferelden who had been waiting for such a leader. With Lady Shayna at his side, Calenhad was unstoppable, and by the 42nd year of the Exalted Age, the war for Ferelden had come down to one final battle against the collected forces of Simeon, Terran of Denerim, and the most potent nobleman in the land. Calenhad persuaded the Circle of Magi to come to his aid, as well as the Ash Warriors, and in the Battle of White Valley, he famously defeated Terran Simeon and united the nation. During the battle, Simeon nearly killed Calenhad, but Lady Shayna intervened and took the wound for him, slaying Simeon. Calenhad was crowned king in Denerim that year, with Myron his queen, but he spent much of the months that followed nursing Lady Shayna back to health. King Calenhad's Ferelden was peaceful for a time, with the Chantry spreading quickly under the king's guidance. Everywhere the king and queen went, they were surrounded by cheering crowds. The common folk celebrated Calenhad as one of their own who had achieved the impossible, and trade opened up with many outside lands for the first time in Ferelden's existence. But, as with many such golden ages, it was not to last. In the 10th year of the 8th age, blessed, from the Legend of Calenhad by Brother Heron, Chantry Scribe. Lovely. Pile of books. Is this going to be even more? We find a note in a book. Extracurricular studies. I don't know which one that we read. It might be this one. If space is your excuse, I will surrender my quarters. If it is about money, I will hire the appropriate people. I will not graduate another student ignorant of weapons that any ditch digger can shove into his ribs. We teach them to append ridiculous glamours on parade arms, but they don't know simple steel. That is criminal. Yes, I remember reading this one now. So this was the new one. Love it. Love what you've done with the place. Love the decor. Right into battle we go. Okay. What the hell? Dragonlings! Dragonlings! Oh, shit. Okay, let's see how we do here.
Quickly, we must...
My characters are not doing anything. Oh, no, you are doing things. Mind Blast, attacking. Okay, you are doing things. That's good. Now, there was a tactic that I did have once upon a time, which was just when Alistair was getting attacked, to have him be just force field him, which buys me a lot of time. I was doing that immediately, but it does make sense to do it when he's maybe a little bit less health. I think is a good idea. So if Alistair is under a 25% health, force field him. Unfortunately, I think what also kind of is a little bit of a catch-22 with that is we're not able to heal him with enough time either. So hopefully when that force field stops, he is, okay. Now, my characters aren't in the way here. I think I can do Cone of Cold, and hopefully my dog will be okay too. Yeah, no, do Cone of Cold. So we freeze Alistair, but that's fine, because Alistair is just... Alistair is currently frozen anyway. A different kind of frozen, if you will. Nice. Cone of Cold is going to be very useful for me, I think. Nice. I just took on some dragonlings for the first time. Little baby dragons. Does that go in my codex at all? It does. Dragonlings. Newly hatched dragons are roughly the size of a deer and voraciously hungry. They live for a short time in their mother's lair before venturing out on their own. The slender, wingless creatures are born in vast numbers, as only a few ever make it to adulthood. Okay, so we're fighting dragons now. The true dragon age has begun. Who's spawning dragonlings in here, everybody? A Mabari war harness. And Caddis of the Lady of the Skies, 30%, plus 30 physical resistance. And a beef bone. Nice. Who put a force field on Alistair when we're not in combat? What did I say about force fielding Alistair when we're not in combat, Morrigan? I know you don't like him, but that doesn't mean you have to freeze him in place unnecessarily. He's not even being attacked, okay? Don't do that. Dex, I have a new collar for you. So +2 constitution. What if we had +2 armor penetration and +8 armor instead? +4 damage to beast. Let's give you physical resistance. Nice. Okay. New things. Have you leveled up? No, you have not leveled up. You are close to leveling up, however. Alright. I will save. We will proceed. Let us see what encounters await us. It's looking... Okay, something else is happening here. Why is Alistair getting frozen? Why is he being force-fielded? Who's force fielding this man? I'm hearing a scream, and then Alistair is getting force fielded. That's happened twice now. I'm hearing some sort of scream, like a creature, and so it's not Morrigan. Who's force fielding me? I'm being punked. No, you are force fielding me, Morrigan. Why are you doing that? If you're health over 25%. Health over 25%. So stupid. I don't know how arrows work. Oh, that's so funny. He's just been getting frozen. Oh, stupid. Stupid. So stupid. All right, I fixed that tactic up now real quick.
A bit more dying, please.
Another battle, I see.
I think we work well together.
And the good thing is, while we barely have any potions in our inventory, because the Fade really drained me of all of my potions being on my own, at least we have Wynn, who is a great healer, and Resurrectionist, which is nice. I'm quick saving after every encounter ever, though.
Run while you can.
This part takes forever.
Play with you! Go down!
Nice. You know what? While we're also in this place of not having many potions, I'm going to turn off that tactic for you as well, Morrigan, because you're going to waste my potions when we don't need to use them. We've got heals, scrap of paper, promises of pride. This is the tough part when you're reading multiple parts of these, because I'm not sure if, as of right now, I think every time we've encountered one of these, they don't always update just in a standard order. Like, you can't always assume that it's the last one or the first one. It kind of has changed each time, because I think it's this one. I doubt blood will be of use to you if it is flowing down the tower steps. Step away from this folly before it consumes us all. Those are the codex entries that are hardest to read. The ones that just, the ones that update over time. And you can go a long period of time without reading it. A two-handed greatsword. Not of use to anyone here. A vase. Garnet. Nice. And a chest. Beast. Oh, a new dagger. Oh, fuck yeah. New dagger. Red steel. Plus 10 critical and backstab damage. It's got some enchantment slots on it as well. I'm going to replace my weapon. So instead of my axe in my main hand, we are going to chuck the Beastman's dagger in. It does like a little bit less damage, but it's got a lot more armor penetration. Oh yeah, we are... Oh, it looks nice too. Red steel. We are dual daggering now. Cool. Alrighty. What is behind this door? Big globe. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. There's a few of them here. Okay. Alistair's getting force fielded, which is exactly what I wanted. Morrigan's going to die. Okay, you're good. You're fine.
We must have victory.
You can't stun your demons, unfortunately. Alistair's totally gonna die.
Where now?
Alistair's dead. Revive this man.
I am your death.
Heal this man. Heal this man again. Greater shade. Okay.
Right then.
I ask that you heal me this time.
Best beware.
It's your time to die!
Have victory.
Trust me and you shall taste!
Nice. Wonderful. Just a little bit of tactical usage going on in there. Cool.
Shall be done.
Well done, team. And Win can level up. Okay, let's see. I'll put your magic up and your willpower by 1. Spirit healer. An arcane shield, a protective shield that helps divert incoming attacks, gaining a bonus to defense. That is quite nice, actually. We can do heroic defense. Defense, cold resistance, all the nature resistances, all the elemental resistances, but a penalty to fatigue. Glyph of paralysis, spell wisp, spell shield, mana drain, walking bomb, mind blast, entropy. So we'll probably focus on just her being support and healer. Flame blast, winter's grasp, lightning. I guess we'll do heroic defense. Maybe spell shield. Any hostile spell targeted has a 75% of chance being absorbed into the fade. This is quite a good one, but especially against like arcane horrors and stuff. Once all mana has been depleted, the shield collapses. But it's a personal one, so unfortunately it's not good to cast on someone else who's like the target of being attacked. I might go for this. I might just go for arcane shield. Generates a protective shield that helps divert incoming attacks, gaining a bonus to defense. It's personal again, isn't it? That's a shame. Arcane shield would be nice if it could go to other people. It feels like it's almost wasted because Wind's going to always just be away from people. Glyph on the ground that paralyzes the first enemy unless the opponent passes a check. And then this is a personal small bonus to spell power. You know what? Have a little custom bonus spell power thing. That could be nice. Little spell wisp, and then that will power up my heals and stuff. Okay, let's do that. Alright. How we doing, squad? We doing good? Everyone's alive. And if we're dying, we're getting resurrected. That's good. Nice to hear. Will we get out of... Oh my god.
This trick again? I know what you are. It won't work. I will stay strong.
Wonder if we'll get out of the tower today. That's our goal for this episode, to get out of the Soul Tower. A Templar, and it seems he's a prisoner.
The boy is exhausted. And this cage, I've never seen anything like it. Rest easy. Help is here.
Ugh. Enough visions. If anything in you is human, kill me now and stop this game. You broke the others, but I will stay strong for my sake. For theirs. Filthy blood mages getting in my head. I will not break. I'd rather die.
Snap out of it. I've no time for these games.
Silence! I'll not listen to anything you say. Now be gone! Still here. But that's always worked before. I close my eyes, but you are still here when I open them.
You're pretty dense, aren't you? I am no trick of the mind.
Don't blame me for being cautious. The voices, the images, so real. Did Gregor send you? How? How did you get here?
I am a Grey Warden, and I'm trying to help save the tower.
Good. Kill Uldred. Kill them all for what they've done. They caged us like animals, looked for ways to break us. I'm the only one left. They turned some into monsters, and there was nothing I could do.
Where are Irving and the other mages?
What others? What are you talking about?
Irving and the other mages who fought Uldred. Where are they?
They are in the harrowing chamber. The sounds coming up from there. Oh, Maker.
We must hurry. They are in grave danger, I am sure of it.
You can't save them! You don't know what they've become.
When they have a place that's literally called the Harrowing Chamber, that does not sound like good news. We can't just kill them all.
They've been surrounded by blood mages whose wicked fingers snake into your mind and corrupt your thoughts.
His hatred of mages is so intense. The memory of his friends' deaths is still fresh in his mind.
He suffered pain and anguish like few have had to endure. That and his lust for revenge have confused the issue.
Do not presume to judge me, mage. I am thinking clearly, for perhaps the first time in my life.
I want to save everyone who can possibly be saved.
Are you really saving anyone by taking this risk? To ensure this horror is ended, to guarantee that no abominations or blood mages live, you must kill everyone up there.
I cannot decide on that before seeing what's going on.
That is your choice to make, but I beg you to consider what I have to say. You cannot tell Maleficarum by sight. Just one could influence the mind of a king, of a grand cleric.
I do not fear Maleficarum, they should fear me.
You may be confident in your ability to stand up to them, but what about the rest of us? Will you protect us from them?
Rest easy. I will get rid of these pesky mages. Stay safe, it will be over soon.
No one ever listens. Not until it's far too late. Maker turn his gaze on you. I hope your compassion hasn't doomed us all.
Interesting. Cullen. Well, team, are you ready for whatever the fuck's behind that door?
I fear the consequences of all this.
Okay. Let us go. It has begun. To the Harrowing Chamber. Is that Irving in the center then? That's Uldred probably?
Do you accept the gift that I offer?
Okay, that's not Irving then. Man's fucked. When I say the guy with the beard is Irving. Oh my god. I have become sex incarnate.
Ah, look what we have here. An intruder. I bid you welcome. Care to join in our revels?
I take it you're Uldred.
Oh, very observant. I'm quite impressed you're still alive. Unfortunately, that must mean you killed my servants. Oh, well, they are probably better off dying in the service of their betters than living with the terrible responsibility of independence.
I'm sorry, are you upset I killed your lackeys?
We needn't fixate on who killed whom. That doesn't help our relationship.
What are you trying to accomplish by torturing these people?
A mage is but the larval form of something greater. Your chantry vilifies us, calls us abominations, when we have truly reached our full potential. Look at them. The chantry has them convinced. They deny themselves the pleasure of becoming something glorious.
You're mad. There's nothing glorious about what you've become, Uldred.
Uldred? He is gone. I am Uldred, and yet not Uldred. I am more than he was. I could give you this gift to win. You and all the mages. It would be so much easier if you just accepted it. But some people can be so stubborn.
I'm glad so many of them stood up to you.
And what good did that do? I still won. I even have the first enchanter on my side, don't I, Irving?
What have you done to him?
Stop him. He is building an army. He will destroy the Templars, and...
You're a sly little fox, Irving, telling on me like that. And here I thought he was starting to turn.
Never!
That's enough out of you, Irving. He'll serve me eventually. As will you.
No, I think it is you who should serve me.
I serve no one. No, I have plans for you. Great plans. Your raw potential, with the strength of a demon behind it, would be unstoppable. I can do that. I can give you power and a new life.
This dude's voice is fucking great, though. So sinister, so evil. That doesn't sound very appealing to me.
I don't think your opinion matters. That is what I've decided, and that is what will be done. Fight, if you must. It will just make my victory all the sweeter.
Don't forget the litany. It will thwart Uldred's attempts to control the mages and win this fight for us.
Yeah, so when you go, whoa! Okay. 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 If I use this, do I just use it? Yeah. I don't know if that works. Okay. Whoa! Shockwave. I'll read that later. Please heal Alistair, because he is going to die.
As you say.
Win the fuck out of there. Get the fuck out of there. Morgan, get the fuck out of there. Okay. Oh, they're all going after you. Okay, you use taunt, but they're still going for you. That is really unfortunate. Okay. Cone of Cold. Do it. Force field is not available. Heal that man. Heal that man. Heal that man. Heal that guy. Heal that guy. Alistair's in a lot of trouble.
Too easy.
Stun those abominations. I'm gonna fucking get this guy. I'm gonna do this. I don't know if that worked, but I'm now frozen and Alistair's dead. Revive him. Oh, Morgan's dead. Use it now, I'm trying. Did that work? I tried. Why did your resurrection didn't work? God, that's so annoying. Will it work if it gets both of their little feet? Or is that's bad? That's probably bad if I do that. Let's just do it on Morgan. Let's get Morgan up first. Because then Morgan can at least get the fuck out of here and heal. I'm gonna heal. Dex is gonna get the fuck out of here, and you are gonna heal. Oh, you've got no mana, so you need to use a lyrium potion. So you can use that right now, please. And then you can heal Dex. And you also need to use a lyrium potion, please. And I am going to kill this motherfucker. Okay, now it's just this guy left. Hiya! Did the litany work? I don't know. It's kind of struggling to really see if it's working. Alright, now they're attacking me. That's awful. Win. Win can't revive people. Why is this cooldown so fucking terrible? Dex. You run out of the fucking... You run out of the earthquake, you little bitch.
The Paragons watch over me, as you say. Very well.
This is getting... Oh no, not the crushing prison. Oh man. Takes spirit damage over time. We might end up losing... Win is definitely not. She's in a crushing prison, so she's dead, so that's awesome.
Quickly, we must fight!
Yeah.
I shall do it.
Fuck my life, dude. Okay, now I'm frozen. That's good. I gave it a valiant attempt. I gave that a valiant attempt. However, this is where the save is. This is where my quick save is. Okay, cool. I'm doomed. Okay. Interesting. So Dex can get a group stun off, at least. I'm gonna position you. Do frost weapons. Make everyone frosty. Win needs to get the fuck out of here. Morrigan needs to get the fuck out of here. Deal with this abomination. God, that fuck! I forget about that shockwave that happens at the very start. Alistair is dead immediately. It's good. Where the fuck even are you? Where the hell did Alistair go? There.
We must fight.
Bring that bad boy back to life, please.
Let's finish it.
Send me!
Morgan's gonna die.
It shall be done.
Okay, the abominations are dead. We're all alive. This is a good start. Why is the force field so low? Have you used it?
As you say.
It's wild. Okay.
Let's fight. Let us do it quickly.
I think it worked. I think I interrupted the attack just then with the litany.
Nothing but
I'm pretty sure that just worked. Okay, you're taunting, but you really don't need to because he is fucking you up regardless. You are on fire, my friend. Heal. And... yeah.
Yes.
Heal each other.
Here!
Alistair. You are frozen. Because of course you are.
Direct me.
Because why would you not be frozen? Uldred's trying something, stop him. I will do it. Oh! Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up!
Begin the onslaught.
Oh, he's trying stuff on the... Oh, he's trying stuff on the mages. He's trying to do stuff on the actual mages. That makes sense. Alright, these two can just keep healing Alistair. Dog, do stuff.
Heal me,
Oh, I need healing.
please.
I'm gonna drink that. Okay, you're taunting, but he's still going for me.
Shall be done.
Oh, he's doing something.
Something to the main.
Hiya! Interrupted. Heal Alistair. Win. Oh, do this thingy. Spell Wisp. The new ability that I have. Do that. Alistair, what are you doing, bud? What is it? Heroic offense on that guy? You heal that guy too.
I am armed.
I am armed, but I'm not doing anything.
Do you accept the gift?
You really wish.
Yeah, litany.
Very well.
We're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're gonna win, you bastard. Both of you heal Alistair. Yes! Oh, a bunch of mages just died. All the other mages died. Yeah, I did interrupt, except for Irving, it looks like. I did interrupt all those attacks with the litany. Strange. Mage gauntlets. 20 plus fire damage, heavy plate armor, 30 strength required, and an expert Dwemer rune. Okay, well, these gauntlets can go to one of you because I made mistakes in my past. You still don't have any boots. Wynn can have these gauntlet. Oh, actually, if it's fire damage, gaping wound. Ah, you've got electricity gauntlets and you've got lightning, so you may as well keep that. This will just give you... I mean, there's no point because you don't even do fire damage, but like, I don't know. Like, it gives you some armor, I suppose. I suppose. Got stuff that we got to sell anyway.
We have much to do.
Okay. At the very least, we have defeated him. Second try, too. All those mages died as he died, except for Irving, which is really interesting. I'm not sure if that could have been avoided. I'm pretty sure I was doing the litany right. I was using it as soon as it was like... There were like magical rings coming up. Enemies.
I'm too old for this.
We did it.
Irving, are you all right?
I've been better. But I am thankful to be alive. I suppose that is your doing, isn't it, Wynn?
I wasn't alone. I had help.
The Circle owes both of you a debt we will never be able to repay. Come. The Templars await. We shall let them know that the tower is once again ours.
Okay, I would like to look around before we leave.
All right, but please hurry. Gregor should be informed of what happened here as soon as possible.
Nice. That means Irving will be able to tell Gregor that everything's all good. It doesn't look like there's anything to really get from here anyway, and I think there's just the one entrance. I love the look of this room. Why'd you have to call like the utmost chamber the harrowing chamber? Like, god damn. What a beautiful little room though. It's cool looking. Alright, I'm ready to leave.
Are you ready to leave yet?
Yes, lead on.
Should tell the Templars about what went on here. I'll need you to guide me down the stairs. Curse whoever insisted the Circle be housed in a tower.
We did it! We're going to leave the Circle. There's only one mage left.
Maker's breath. I did not expect to see you alive.
It is over, Gregor. Uldred is dead.
Uldred tortured these mages, hoping to break their wills and turn them into abominations. We don't know how many of them have turned.
What? Don't be ridiculous.
Of course he'll say that. He might be a blood mage. Don't you know what they did? I won't let this happen again.
I am the Knight Commander here, not you.
Dude, we came here for the help of the mages, and we got mage. Everyone else dead. Everyone else dead. Or fucking tranquilized. Jesus. I believe order has been restored to the Circle.
We will rebuild. The Circle will go on, and we will learn from this tragedy and be strengthened by it.
We have won back the tower. I will accept Irving's assurance that all is well.
But they may have demons within them, lying dormant, lying in wait.
Enough. I have already made my decision. Thank you. You have proven yourself a friend of both the Circle and the Templars.
Nice. And what about the Darkspawn? I require aid.
I promised you aid, but with the Circle restored, my duty is to watch the mages. They are free to help you, however. Speak to them.
You mean the first enchanter?
Yes, Irving. For now, I will have to oversee a sweep of the tower. There may be some survivors, and we should do our best to tend to them. Please excuse me. And Irving, it is good to have you back.
I'm sure we'll be at each other's throats again in no time.
I hope that was playful and that wasn't actually sinister, sir. I don't know your established relationship, so I'm just going to assume that you're nice.
I'm glad I'm still alive, but the Circle's future still remains to be seen.
This guy just sounds like Alistair,
What do you need?
but like lower voiced.
Here we are, the tower in disarray, the Circle nearly annihilated. Oh, it could have been much, much worse. I am glad you arrived when you did. It's almost as though the Maker himself sent you.
I am the holy dwarf who saved this land. The blight drove me here to seek aid.
The least we can do is help you against the Darkspawn. I would hate to survive this, only to be overcome by the Blight.
Okay, so now I need to be like, yo, so I got this kid. This is the whole reason I came here for this time period. You know, I was going to come here eventually, but the main reason I came here, I got this child. He's been possessed. We need to kill another demon. Are you in? Are you out? So I have your word.
You have my word. As first enchanter, the Circle will join the Grey Wardens in the fight.
Irving, I have a request. I seek leave to follow the Grey Warden.
When we need you here, the Circle needs you.
I appreciate the sentiment, Irving. But the Circle will do fine without me. The Circle has you. This man is brave and good, and capable of great things. If he will accept my help, I will help him accomplish his goals.
Well, we have Wind to take on the demon as well, I guess, yeah. You can come with me if you really want to.
You were never one to stay in the tower when there was adventure to be had elsewhere.
Why stay when I can be of service elsewhere?
Then I give you leave to follow the Grey Warden. But know that you always have a place here. There is much to be done here, and I must go. You must forgive me for not being a proper host.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Can the Circle go to Redcliffe to save a possessed child, please?
The child is possessed. But killing the demon would mean killing the... Unless you intend to enter the Fade. Yes, it can be done with a group of mages. I shall gather what mages I can, and we shall leave promptly. A life is at stake.
4 episodes later, he out Win approves. I love that he's just literally like, all right, I'll leave immediately. All right, so we go back to Redcliffe. 4 episodes later, we got what we came here for, while also helping the mages out with their problem. Hell yeah. Okay. There is still something in the lowest levels of the tower. We should check this out while we're here at the very least. All right, so in here, let us check what's going on. Now, we got Shockwave that happened in the fight. It was a spell combination. An adventurer beset from all sides may find temporary solace within the confines of a force field spell which temporarily protects against all damage. Since the spell also prohibits movement, however, the original situation will still persist once the spell fails. If a mage casts Crushing Prison... if a mage casts Crushing Prison atop the force field, the contradictory effects will result in a spectacular disintegration of both spells, generating a shockwave that harms all in the area except the original subject standing in the epicenter. So we could have turned Alistair into a walking bomb, sent him in against Uldred, because that was what was happening. We were casting force field on him, and then as a result, what's his face? Uldred? It's not Uldred. I'm getting him mixed up with a fucking Destiny character. Ulden? Fucking mage bitch. Casting Crushing Prison on Alistair, causing a shockwave. So that's cool. So you learn shock spell combinations as they happen. That's really nice. I like that a lot. First Enchanter, Irving. The circle will go on. We will learn from this tragedy and be strengthened by it. There is no higher office in a circle tower than that of the first Enchanter. The one who holds this title must not only be an able administrator, but also a mentor, leader, and surrogate parent to all the mages in the tower. Now, we've read this already, I think. So I think that it is this one. Although much of the circle was destroyed by Uldred. Uldred. There you go. Uldred's abominations. Irving survived and plans to rebuild what he can. Cool. Creatures. A pride demon. You may scoff and say that our talents exist only to face mages, but you will encounter demons often. They will be summoned by a maleficar and bound to do his bidding. And while at times they will be forced into the possession of a host, they will also face you in their true form, a powerful opponent indeed. Do not underestimate it. So Uldred transformed into a pride demon, I believe? Pride is powerful and intelligent. When we have encountered one in its true form, its most common attacks are bolts of fire and ice, which it was using. Fire they will use to burn an opponent, and the magical flame will combust anything you wear regardless of make. Ice they will use to freeze an opponent in place. Be cautious, for they enjoy employing this against warriors in particular. More than one group of Templars has made the mistake of attempting to overwhelm a pride demon and suffered the consequences, believe me. And if you think that having the aid of other mages will assist you, you are wrong. Pride demons can render themselves immune to magic for short times and are adept at dispelling magic that is cast upon you, as much as we Templars are able to disrupt spells. Think on that for a moment, my friends. Be wary of how prideful you become, lest you find too much in common with such a fiend. That's such a cool line. Transcript of a lecture given by Varen, Templar commander of Tantervale in the 86th year of the Steel Age. Something that's really cool is, like, with all of the lore that has been established in the world of Dragon Age, like, we're in the 9th age. There was 8 other ages before this, and before that, the ancient years, you know? And the only games that exist, as far as I'm aware, obviously seeing this, they're all called Dragon Age. They're all starting from the Dragon Age onwards. They could delve really deep into all of this world and this lore and make a game in any of the other ages, you know, which would be really, really cool, actually. And I know that I'm getting ahead of myself here because I'm only in the first game. I've got other games to play and get into eventually. But it is really neat that there's so much established world building, lore, and history in this already that they could be like, let's just make like an experience that's in like the Steel Age, you know, or the Divine Age, the very beginning, you know, see how it goes. Really cool. All right, squad, I think we should leave and go back to the party camp by now, don't you think?
My men have scouted the tower. It's a mess, but the abominations are gone.
You are welcome.
Very thorough. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I even took out all of the fucking lustful, sexy demons in there. Took them out so you bad boys wouldn't be tempted. I am quite impressive, yes. Someone had to do it.
And I am thankful you arrived when you did.
All is well, but I'm afraid I can't stay.
I shan't keep you then. Farewell.
Okay, cool. Fucking done.
You really killed all those abominations? I didn't think it was possible. I thought we'd all die here. I'm sure you need supplies after that, don't you?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely, mate. I wish I had... I got shit that I obviously need to sell, but I wish that I had a little more money. All right, Templar armor and heavy plate armor. Ooh. All right, it's time to do some inventory stuff. I included a lot of inventory fucking around and enchanting stuff in earlier episodes, and that's because I'm getting used to the systems and it's good to show like the learning process. But we're going to start trimming the fat and stuff like that. So when I start getting into trading and buying and whatever, I'm just going to jump through it, cut out that sort of busy work, and then we'll just get right back to it. And I'm glad that we can at least do this as well. So if we need to be like, what does this weapon or armor do with particular characters, you can change it here. Super nice. I also think something that I'm going to get into the habit of doing, and that I've done some inventory changes, is I think we should
Silence is best.
I think we should get into the habit of trying to steal from just everyone. I am a rogue. I'm a crafty fucker at that. I'm a dwarf. I like shiny things.
None shall see me.
And I just think that it's probably a good idea, because who knows what people have got. I need money in this game. I'm a poor bitch. Like, I don't have money. Grey Wardens are not
sometimes
doing very good at paying the bills. I feel like I can do this. There you go. Oh, I received 1 gold, 61 silver, 32 copper, and we have items received as well. Gregor's shield. Yeah, there you go. Gregor's shield. Tier 4 requires 30 strength, plus 6 defense, fire resistance, spell resistance. Gregor will go into combat and he'll be like, my shield! This is probably an heirloom of Gregor's family and is quite old, as the image painted on it appears to be Alamari. The wood is very smooth. Isn't that nice? Do you think it's a good idea to steal named characters' items? I don't know if there's going to be consequences for that. Like, later on, he'll be like, thank you, here is my shield. Oh, wait, I don't have it. Or he'll go into combat and he's screwed. Guess we'll find out. We'll learn the consequences of petty thievery another day. I could sell it, and then at least it'll be in the same place. It's got a value of 4 gold. But I assume it's not going to sell for that much. How much would you sell it? 1 gold. 14 silvers, 99. I'm going to put it in, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to put it in my party camp. And it's going to sit in my chest. I have it. Alright, let's go.
I don't know if I have the strength for another big battle.
The Grey Wardens saved us.
Damn.
Fighting the Blight is the least we can do.
True.
Just skipped Morrigan's dialogue for this dialogue. How am I supposed to know that?
Our chance to show that we will fight and die for our home, just like any other Ferelden.
You guys still want to speak, or... Fuck. Morrigan was just about to say something. That's really unfortunate timing, that dialogue kicks in here with our characters and then literally kicks in these people right after. I have a way to resolve that. Is I'm going to make a save right here that we will come back to, and then I'm going to load my quick save right in front of when I was stealing from our precious Gregor, and I'm going to run this way, and I'm going to have the dialogue kick in, but not run too far ahead.
It must have been very difficult for you and your mother, Morrigan, to live always hiding from the Chantry and its hunters.
Your pitying tone is as unwelcome as it is unnecessary, old woman. There was nothing difficult about our lives in the slightest.
But surely you must have drawn notice from time to time. No matter how powerful you claim to be, you would not wish the full attention of the Chantry.
Hunters did come into the wilds from time to time. They did not leave.
And the interest of the Chantry was never aroused. I find that difficult to believe.
I imagine you find many things difficult to believe. Your own preference for the leash you wear, for instance.
There are good reasons for the world to fear mages, even despite our best intentions.
Your best intentions, perhaps. Their fear concerns me not at all.
Great. Also, I will mention, companion dialogue does happen with the dog, even when he's your 5th party member. It's just a matter of, I guess, priority of who's actually in your party. But what I might do is when we're going across the dialogue bridges in towns and stuff, and I want to just get some dialogue, I can, at the very least, change my party when we're in like those public spaces and have the dog as a main party member and still get like those interactions. So we will do that. Okay, now that they have had a little bit of dialogue that I didn't skip over, I will reload this save, and we'll proceed. So let's get out of here. Oh, there's another mage right there too. So there's mages still around, and there's those the children. Oh yeah, those fellas are still here. So there's it's not everyone's dead. There's still people here.
Have you ever seen an abomination?
He sounds like me when I'm trying to read the codex. You still don't speak. That's so strange. You're a mute.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Oh, come, swift sword, and deliver me that I might find the Maker again.
Okay.
I think we will be all right now, thanks to you. The children are already a lot calmer.
I dread to think of what might have become of us if you hadn't come along.
Oh, this is the lower. Whoa! Oh shit! That's the lower entry? That something was unleashed? Surprise! Shah word. Word! Okay, that was a fucking shock to the system. Hello. Okay, I got some mages helping me out, but God. Alright. Let's get into this one immediately, shall we? Win, get out of here.
So be it.
Heal thyself. Okay. Jesus. This is... Oh, okay. Jesus. Okay. Damn, Alistair's dead. Okay, quickly revive him. Revive Alistair, please. God damn. This is going swimmingly.
I am ready.
Can I get some fucking heals on
How are we going to battle?
my character, please? Fuck me. This is the most unexpected fight I've had to launch myself into. Is great. At least I've got the help of the mages. Did one of them died? That's so bullshit.
Skill has won the day.
Born of arrogance by some powerful idiot who didn't keep his thoughts to himself.
Fuck.
As you say.
And just chainmail. Surely we could do that without another mage dying. Okay, when? Okay. I'm gonna save, and we're going to see if we can save this fucking other dude's life. All right. So that's the most unexpected demon spawn ever. I was like, cool, we'll go down there, but I'm like, oh, I can't unlock. I'll at least check it. Okay, everybody stay here.
Your direction.
Prepare yourself with frost weapons, please, because it's like a fiery boy. Morrigan, you stand here. Win, you stand here. Okay, and you'll do a group heal, so you should be able to heal these guys. I'm gonna go in. You would like something? You are gonna prepare Cone of Cold. I'm gonna stand right here. You. I'm positioning everyone. Okay.
It has begun.
Okay. Here we go. Now, let's get a little bit of fucking shit going on here. Cone of Cold. Dog, get out of the Cone of Cold area. Go over here. I'll win. Do... Just attack it for now.
An order.
Nice, you froze. Okay, you still freeze Dex, but it's okay. It happens. Hang on. You go and attack. Everyone go and do shit. Alright. We have more of a chance now. I'm gonna need you to do group heal immediately so this mage doesn't die. Fucking, can you stop doing fireball explosions, please? I'm trying to save people's lives. Alright, they are healing. That's good. Oh, my dog died. Sorry, Dex. The constant explosions are pretty hard to fucking dodge. Not much you can do about that. Not much you can do about that unless you've just got constant, like, fire resistance. But even so, holy fuck. I'm on. Alright, you're on fire. You heal yourself.
Must have victory.
Okay. Did everyone live this time except my dog?
Can we expect more of those? Because just thinking about the Fade sets my head spinning.
Thank you. Okay. Nice. We did it. Watchguard of the Reaching. We finished. A collection of powerful but undirected thoughts coalesced in the Fade. Such a being is in direct opposition to singular focus and drive. Distraction made flesh. The mind or minds that loosed this within the Fade must have been powerful and ancient indeed. Nice. Pile of rags. Oh, we actually got some other shit. We got a cool greatsword, 4 gold. There's no telling how old this sword is, yet the edge is still as bright as moonlight. Written on one side of the blade are the words, "You are the mirror," and on the other is written, "Reflect." Cool. We got some fucking gemmies. Not sure yet if I can still sell a bunch of gems and stuff. Osiris the Dragon Slayer. In the company of monsters he went down the empty wolf roads after the dragon to the lands where the ice is like steel and the air grows thin as a beggar and every rocky path is strewn with the bones of the lonely dead. There Dane dwelled, and 50 swords were worn to rusted ruin, before at last they found the cave of Fenchal, ancient keeper of the mountains, bane of wolves. Dane sought a way in which the dragon might be felled, fiend of fire and talons, its scales brighter than any warrior's mail, teeth greater than men, and all around the slumbering worm were bones, wolves, men, beasts beyond counting. The fume of death frightened even the wolf pack, and Dane, desperate, crept into the cavern to seek the monster's death alone. There, shining among the dead like a star, his hand found a sword, Osiris, forged by the dwarf smiths for an Alamari lord long ago, waiting age after age to be taken to battle once more, and this Dane freed from the earth and struck at the eye of the dragon, still sleeping, with a swift, terrible blow, and Fenchal woke, wroth, only to die, from Dane and the werewolf. The legend of the blade Osiris predates Andraste. Andraste? Why did I say that? Andraste. The sword that Dane found in the dragon's treasure hoard, which he used to slay both Fenchal and the werewolf, was passed on to his son Hafter. Dane may have been fiction, but Hafter was fact. In the 40th year of the Divine Age, he led the Alamari tribes against Darkspawn that flooded into the Ferelden Valley from the Dwarven lands. He not only drove back the Horde, he also then defeated the combined forces of the Avars and Chastened, who hoped to take advantage of the chaos. His victories earned him such respect from the tribes, he was named the First Terran. After years of ruling the valley in peace, it is said that Hafter left Ferelden, sailing into the unknown east of the Amaranthine Ocean with the blade still in hand, never to be seen again. Legends are so fun to read, aren't they? They're awesome. All right, everybody lived. Well done, guys. Do you know what the reward is for surviving? I'm going to quick save and loot all of you. Thank you for your money. Can we steal from children in this game? Would a dwarf steal from a child? Absolutely he would. What do children carry on them? Pebbles, rocks, sticks, and other things? What do children have? An iron ring. He had an iron ring on him. I'll take it. That was probably his mother's ring that was given to him before he died or something. It's mine now. Are there any consequences for stealing from NPCs? I genuinely don't know. But it's implemented into the system. I'm a rogue. I never said I was a paragon of justice. I never said I was a good guy. I might save your life, but I might require a little bit of payment in order to do so. You know, I might require just a little bit of pocket lining. You know, stealing from your lined pockets. You got 3 silver, little one. It's mine now. This kid looks terrified. Let me comfort him by relieving a weight from his pockets. Fucking these kids are rich. See ya. All right. We're going to begin making a habit of doing this.
Fragrant. Touching those abominations.
Before they get fragrant.
It's wrong.
Someone has to do it.
Why do we have to take them across the lake to burn? The lake's right there.
I love the atmospheric dialogue from everybody speaking. Like, this world feels so alive, and I love it so much. I imagine it wouldn't be fucking comfortable to get on your hands and knees in a full set of Templar armor and scrub the floors. So, well done. Okay. This was the room that we did all of that beautiful summoning font in. Oh, I just realized I'm going back through the tower. I'm going the wrong way. However, it is rewarding us with roaming dialogue of Templars and stuff that are in the tower. So there was actually still more to get from there. All right, let's go out the proper way because I just realized I've been not leaving through the exit this whole time, which is funny. But that did lead us to that, the completion of that Watchguard of the Reaching quest, which is good. Bye, kids. And remember, if you lose any money, you need to keep it in your piggy banks at home. You never know when a friendly-faced dwarf will come by and take it from you. Where's the... Is this the exit? Oh, this is the world map. For some reason, I thought this was the way into the... I got confused and was like, oh yeah, this is definitely the way back into the tower. All right. Bye, everybody. It's been nice knowing you. To the world map. We're going back to the party camp.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found?
I do. What did you find?
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
Okay. Yet you look disturbed.
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
By draining the blood of her lovers. Let me guess, she drinks blood, eats children?
That is closer to the truth than you might think. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
Yo, that's so fucked. So what do you intend to do about it?
There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Kill Morrigan's mother side quest. Okay. Well, if it gains your approval, I'll do it. Perhaps you should talk to her about it first? Nah, I understand. I get it. This ain't no thing. Okay. Very well. Why do you need my help?
Because if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it.
Okay. Very well. I'll help you if I can.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Crazy. Okay. Do I have a time limit on this?
Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
Okay. Are you serious? Kill Flemeth, a witch of the wilds.
She would like everyone to think she is invincible, but I highly doubt that is the case. And besides that, you are not truly killing her.
Can we get a surprise attack on her, or will she sense the malice in our hearts? The force surrounds those darkly that are about to kill. I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
Okay. It will be done. Sure. All right. That's certainly something that's going to happen. All right. Storage chest.
Shall be done.
Shall be done. That's exactly what I was saying. Let me chuck some shit in here real quick that I'm probably not going to use right away. There are some stuff that I probably am going to need to use in here at some point. Keep those trap triggers. Did I put flasks away? Because I need those. Oh, 26 dexterity. I might be able to wield this dagger now as well, actually. So I'm going to bring that back. Did I not sell the blood dragon plate? Or did I sell something else that was blood dragon based? I can't remember. Because I remember selling a lot of DLC stuff. I'm gonna take all my fucking lyrium shit back because I've realized how much I've been going through that. Cool. That's some other stuff. Probably give this two-handed sword to Sten, but I'm not sure if he's got... I don't think he's at 34 strength yet. I've got 5... Oh, shit. I've got 5 Acolyte Staff. I should have sold all of those. I'll sell them all to... What's-his-face? I'm not sure about this stuff yet in regards to the Templar armor and the heavy plate armor, if I should keep it or sell it, because it is quite useful for massive armor and big defense, whether it's for Sten or even Alistair. So I'm just going to store this stuff for now. Same with Gregor's shield, because I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. I'm going to sell that iron ring. I'm going to put some of these runes in my weapons, that's for sure. And then the gifts, I'm going to keep a handle on all of the gifts for now, to get them out of my inventory. And then we'll look at who we want to gift them to. The bones. Who are the bones for? No idea. We'll have a look at who we gift those to when we're in the party camp and need to kind of fuck around with approval and such. Approval and such, you know? Okay.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
A cheese knife, please. Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Okay, I need flasks to craft my own healing potions. I'm thinking for now I'm gonna take like 15. Fucking hell, who is ever gonna have this much gold in this game? How do you get gold? Oh, yes, all of the... Right, all of the gifts. The manuals, uncrushable pigeon. I forget about that. Okay. Bunch of runes. Even with a discount, bruh, I think you drive a pretty crazy price. I'm pretty sure the Blood Dragon armor was the DLC, but it's in my storage. Or was it a shield or something? Was it like a... Was it I'm struggling to remember. Alas. I have it all. Alright, let me sell Acolyte Staff, because I don't think we're going to be using those. So I'm going to sell those. Oh, hang on. Tier 4 chainmail? Fuck. Alistair? What do you have on at the moment? Oh, I need to give you that. I need to give you the chainmail. What's Sten wearing? Sten is wearing heavy chainmail, tier 3. Shit, right, hang on. Alistair, my boy, you can have this chainmail. There you go. Upgraded. This fucking Templar helmet, though.
Formidable foe.
Let me sell the old split mail. Okay. Lovely. Now, the edge is going to be for me, I think. Now, I have 2 daggers equipped. The enchanted dagger might be the one that I ditch now, because this one also has +4 attack. Okay. Bam! So I've got the Silverite Edge and Beastman's Dagger. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. This guy is here, so we're going to speak to Levi Dryden. So he was supposed to be here. Oh, no, hang on. We've already spoken to him. He wants us to go and do the Soldier's Pass? Soldier's Peak? Yeah, agree to help Levi Dryden explore Soldier's Peak. So go to the party camp, and then it was this one. So we're going to head back to Redcliffe because that's kind of the most important thing first, and then we will look into Soldier's Peak, potentially. Oh, and apparently someone else is here, an emissary Pether with some allied supply crates.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden,
Ah.
as do the Templars of the Chantry.
Okay, so they chill out in the party camp. Do you need anything?
There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are runes.
Okay.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist.
Be ready. Okay, what's this? A communal box for the resources you have collected for your troops. Turn in runes for the circle. Oh, hang on. Like fucking these thingies? I need these. So I can turn in runes for the circle. Okay. Do I want to put these on my weapons or not? I can donate them. This has 2 slots and this has 2 slots. I think that I should at least chuck some ones on my weapons first before donating them, don't you think?
Enchantment?
Enchantment?
Enchantment!
Enchantment! Okay, so the Oathkeeper has +2 damage first Darkspawn. The Edge, let me see, what have we fucking got here? Electricity damage, spell resistance, 5 damage. Spell resistance, cold damage. I feel like we should do like it would be cool to have like some fire damage, I think. It's only a +1 though. I feel like we should wait for like expert ones, and we should only put like expert ones on, and then we can donate the fucking novice ones. I'm gonna do some spell resistance at the very least. We can take them off whenever we want, you know. And then that'll be good, because that'll make me at least a little bit more resistant to fucking getting smacked in the face. I'm gonna just put 2 spell resistant runes on, to be honest with you. Shit. I mean to get out of it. Enchantment. Beastman's Dagger, I'll put on like doing some like electricity damage, and then I guess you could mix it up. You could do fire and electricity damage in one. Ooh, it's got cool effects on it now. Oh, it's got cool visual effects. If it's got cool visual effects, I want to do something. I want to do something different. I want to take off the fire one, and I want to take off the spell resistance one, and I'll put the flame one on there, and then put the spell resistance on this one. So then they both have spell resistance and they both do a different element. Yes! Now there's a fire and a lightning blade on my back at all times. Look at that. Cool. Guys, look at my cool weapons on my back.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
Why did you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
That's a cheap answer.
All right. If you want the full explanation, I'll give it to you. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
How about, by the way, I'm the heir to the throne?
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
Okay. You enjoyed not telling me?
It's just that anyone who's ever found out has treated me differently afterwards. I was the bastard prince instead of just being Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
That sounds incredibly whiny, Alistair. Doesn't sound stupid at all.
For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Arl Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's all right. I hope he's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do.
Okay, can't wait for Alistair becomes the king arc because he has to. Apology accepted.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Okay, +1 approval. We haven't spoken to Wynne before because this is her first time in the camp.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
So about that rest, you're going to now speak to me about everything that I want. Because this is my game, Wynne. You alright?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
No, you're a person. Oh, man.
Ha, very funny. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
I'm sure you'll be kicking around for years yet.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't.
Okay.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
Ah, well, there was Connor.
Ah, yes, Connor, of course. The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
Okay. Seeing the monster that you could be is unsettling, yes.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back, or at least that's what they say.
The only way to get rid of an abomination is to kill it. You have doubts?
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity, their humanity.
If one retains one's humanity, one is not an abomination?
Yes, it is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
I am but a humble dwarf. But maybe I am quite magically inclined. I did transform into a rat once, and a arcane horror, and a big golem creature, and also a burning corpse, would you believe? I'd be quite useful in the Fade. If I get to go into the Fade again, would I still have those abilities? Probably not. Send me into the fucking Fade to fight Connor's demons, man. He's gonna catch these fucking stone golem hands.
So, tell me, how did you become a Grey Warden?
I was sprouted up from the ground like a potato. Dwarven potato, and Duncan put me in his lap and said, "You are my son, and I will look after you until the end of days. My little Grey Warden." The short story, I met Duncan, and he liked me. It's better than being a castless tunnel rat in Orzammar.
I have learned a little of the strict caste system of the dwarves, and I apologize for saying this, but it seems terribly backward. Regardless of what happened in your past, I am glad you found a place with the Wardens, as I'm sure you are too.
Yes. It is nice to be seen as something other than a brand.
Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Wynne approves.
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
This is probably going to be my last conversation that I have with Wynne, because I don't want to burn out of everyone's dialogue too quickly, and I'm realizing that you could probably do that. Obviously, the further you get through the game, more events will happen, more events to talk about. But I'm going to try and get into the habit of maybe talking to each person in the party camp maybe 2 times minimum. Every time we go to the camp, maybe 2 to 3 times. Get some new dialogue, go back on the adventure instead of just draining them all of everything and potentially like not having more conversations for the rest of the game. It feels kind of natural to do it that way. So I'm gonna do that. But Wynn is new, so Wynn has to fucking catch up with everybody else. I gotta talk to her a few more times. Suppose it's about killing as many Darkspawn as possible.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
You mean to say I serve as a protector?
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men, and you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
I will keep that in mind.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
So in a way, having power confines you.
If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond. The drop causes ripples.
Making waves, baby!
Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
Your choices have consequences. This guy.
Yes.
Yes.
I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you wish.
Is Sten usually the first people that people just kick out of the party and say, I think you should go? I don't really care for Sten. Like, dude's just like, okay. I mean, we freed him from a prison and he murdered a whole bunch of people and he's just kind of there. Everybody else I'm fine with at the moment, but Sten's just kind of like, yes.
I await your command.
Oh. So, Life in the Wilds. Actually, hold on a sec.
I await your command.
So, Life in the Wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
I'm as ferocious as a wolf, and I am as fast as a bird, and I am as strong as a tree. It sounds wonderful.
For a time, but one can only remain a child for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments, the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
That's wholesome. Wholesome thievery. So you were a thief. What happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
But you were just a child. I mean, that's the point. I have a hard time picturing you heartbroken.
That is because I learned my lesson well. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
Don't give me those harsh truths. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I suffer for it. They made you stronger, didn't they? But you don't need to live that way any longer. Settle down. With me, a sprightly dwarf.
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
+5 Morgan approval. I'll take that. What is everyone? Where are we at with our approval? +17. +37. Warm. That was with it. That was with a -20. that was with a -20, baby. We'll get even more once we kill our own mother. So that's great. Win is a +12. Dex. I don't even need to give you a gift. +100. He's already just there. Dex is a loyal dog. That's for sure. Yep. Nice. We're doing just fine. We're doing just fine there. That's good. Okay. Let us move on, shall we?
Your dog is filthy.
Excuse me!
Smell him 50 yards off.
Yeah. He knows what you're saying. Good, he will fell our enemies with his stench.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
Don't say I don't do anything for you, Dex. Hooking you up with Win. Dex is the guy I play video games with, by the way, not the dog. He is a dog in this game. He is just in dog form. He's a good friend and a loyal dog. Can't you just not smell him? Bathe. Can't you just wave your staff and make him clean?
No, that's not what magic is used for. Just make him sleep over on the other side of the camp. With Alistair. With any luck, that will keep all the stench confined to one small area.
No, my dog. You stinky boy. You stinky boy. Stinky little Mabari Warhound. Alright, let's go. To Redcliffe, we return. We make our return to Redcliffe, and hopefully the place is not fucked. Now, it looks like Irving is going to... Irving's heading back there, which is good.
Indeed.
Now, I made a pretty stupid mistake earlier on in some episodes where I forgot to give gear to Leliana and Morrigan, for example. Like, my brain just did the whole thing where the fantasy trope of sometimes you have like robes that like take the place of like different armor sets. I don't know. I just totally like glossed over it, and I sold a bunch of stuff, and Leliana is still without decent gear. They kind of all are, to be honest. I'm the only one who's geared myself well, and Alistair to an extent.
Yes.
But I will get gear again, and I will get Leliana and some other shit, and Morrigan will get some boots one of these days, and we'll see how we go. Now, I said I was going to go back. I said I was going to go back to Lothering because I missed... There was a guy in a tavern that I missed. Destroyed by Darkspawn. Holy shit. That's really cool, but really unfortunate. Man. Okay, so Lothering is destroyed. The fact that, like, we're actually in, like, this desperate attempt to unite people, bring them in against the Darkspawn, while they're also effectively reaching out from the Battle of Ostagar, going through, destroying these places that we're from, is pretty crazy. Lothering just with the big old skull and crossbones on it. Like, nah, you ain't going back there. Fuck. I thought we could just, like, at some point, just head on back to Lothering, be like, hello, everybody, sorry, I missed this. That's crazy. But very realistic, and I really like that. I think that's what this, I guess, represents, because this is Ostagar, and it's pushed up here to Lotherings. This is like the Darkspawn shit. So we can head back to Flemeth's hut, see how that goes. But we're going back to Redcliffe Castle, because we need to see Irving. A battle. Fuck me, though. Lothering's gone. Oh, Denerim. Okay.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
An assassin. Okay. Logain, you cur. Drinking out of your plastic cup. Fuck. Okay. Zevran. Okay, let's have a look. The crews in their regards. Zevran. Aranai. Arinai. Between the Tevinter Imperium, Ravane, and the Free Marchers sit the nation of Antiva. Although it possesses few resources of its own, Antiva's location makes it a center for trade in the north, and the capital, Antiva City, is the wealthiest in the world. Antiva has virtually no army. The monarchy is too weak to support one. Most Antivans would be hard-pressed even to name the current king, as the true power lies in the hands of a dozen merchant princes, each with a personal army, and each locked in a constant struggle for power against all the others. That's really cool. Anyone would think then that Antiva would be a ripe target for invasion by one of her neighbors, and even the Quinari leave Antiva alone for one very good reason: the House of Crows, the most efficient, most feared, and most expensive guild of assassins in the world, calls Antiva their home, and their reputation alone defends the borders. That's so fucking cool. What the hell? Arl Rendon Howe. It appears it will be civil war after all. Okay, so that was that dude that we just saw. The Arling of Amaranthine winds along the sinuous northeastern coast of Ferelden. The waking sea is known for its temper, and the storms that sweep in from the warmer northern waters are sudden and brutal. These are the lands of Rendon Howe. He was born during the competition. Oh god, where am I? Yeah, he was born during the occupation, and like many of the nobles at the time, joined Prince Maric's rebels. He fought alongside young Bryce Cousland, future Terran of Highever, and Leonis Bryland, future Arl of South Reach, at the bloody Battle of White River. It was the most catastrophic defeat of the entire occupation, from which only 50 rebel soldiers escaped alive. Although he was decorated for valor by King Maric, Howe's abrasive manners have earned him almost universal dislike among his peers. And Logain. I guess there'll be an update here. His actions sparked a civil war. Logain's supporters found themselves fighting their neighbors who blamed Logain for the death of the king, as well as those who simply wished to take advantage of the power vacuum. Okay. Oh, we got some shady thugs and mages. Oh, this is that guy. Bayer Rome is the guy in our journal at the moment. This one. Several of the Circle enchanters were unknowingly studying the same forged tome. Someone named Bayer Jome took advantage of their egos and likely made a tiny profit. Keep an eye out for him. Okay, hello.
Ah, a fellow traveler of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself.
Should I just call him out straight away? Did you sell a few copies in the Circle Tower? Not so strange, I have 5 copies.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and neither do these large men carrying swords. Get them!
Straight into it. Yarr! Okay, Yarg. Alright, how are we going to do this? What I'm going to do is we're going to put an earthquake here. Yeah, nice. We're going to put an earthquake right there. For those fuckers. Alistair's going to fucking take on these guys. You are going to do a howl, and you are going to go over here. Okay. Why am I... Okay, I am currently paralyzed for 10 seconds, so I'm out of this. So you go over... Win... Out of here. Oh man, this is not looking good straight away. Okay, group heal real quick. Holy fuck, we ain't looking good. Get a heal on yourself. Go over here. Okay, you force fielded Alistair. That's good. Can I move now? Yes, I can. Nice. Oh, okay. Morgan's dead. Resurrection. Where's Morgan at?
Yes.
Revive Morgan. Fucking kill this dude.
We feeling well.
Okay, Alistair's back taunting. That is good. Get out of here. Heal thyself. Never. Shit. Why did you explode? Who the fuck exploded? What the fuck? Alright, well that's good. This is looking less likely like a victory as we go on. Alright. He's dead. Yeah, you're so dead. Because you're about to... What am I... You are in trouble. Because you're going to take that potion, you're going to burn to death. Oh, you survived. That's so good. Okay. Shady Thug's dead. Alright, it's just this mage left.
I am ready.
Tempest. Oh my god. You're doing great, team.
Direct me.
Get out of the Tempest. Alistair,
At your order.
you are stunned. Okay. Fuck this dude up. Nice. You know, that could have gone much worse. Alright, how you guys all doing? You got a couple of injuries? Well, I killed that guy. Cameo Cowl. Health regen and combat +2 cunning, but for a mage only, so probably not gonna equip that on anybody. Alright, you guys did great.
Very well.
Fucking surprise! I think that earthquake was a decent thing to do immediately on that group. Alright, you know what? I might just end up going back to the party camp so everyone can be immediately healed of their injuries and I don't have to waste time with the, I don't have to waste time. So it says that there's a return path. Oh no, it's blocked. Never mind, there's only one way ahead. It's very interesting to see what does appear in spots like this. Whose farm is this? Who is growing pumpkins? Yeah, it has a return path. Alright, let's get out of here. Well, we met that dude. Oh, he got all the copies of that book. He will be selling books no longer. Alright. Let us continue our journey to Redcliffe Castle. Okay, we're going to quickly just party camp it.
The Blight. How will you end it?
Now you speak to me. I thought we just asked the Darkspawn to please leave. We have to fight the Archdemon.
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of Darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
I just joined them, you punk ass. What does this have to do with anything?
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
Okay. I'm new to the Wardens.
Will you make that excuse to the Archdemon, or the victims it claims in the meantime?
Okay, this guy sucks. Like, I get it, man, but also I'm not in the mood for your bullshit right now.
Yes.
Okay? Not in the mood for your bullshit, Stan. Okay, back to Redcliffe Castle. Alright. Everybody has been healed. I save Alistair. Alistair! I'm going to give you some strength. And I'm going to give you some willpower. More stamina. Bam. Okay, Templar, cleanse area, threaten, disengage, dual weapon archery, weapon and shield. So overpower. Lashes out with a shield 3 times. The first 2 inflict normal damage. The last strike is a critical hit, knocking the target down. Shield mastery increases the damage. Oh shit, hang on. Threaten. Increases enemy hostility with each melee attack. We've already got taunt. Catches the attention of nearby foes, increasing their hostility. Frightening appearance increases the effect. It's frightening appearance. Frightening appearance. What is that? One of these? Where is frightening appearance? It does not exist. Okay. Frightening appearance. Sure. Perfect striking, death blow. Each time a warrior fells an enemy, the end of the battle seems closer at hand, restoring a portion of the warrior's stamina. That's cool. Bravery. The warrior's unwavering courage grants bonuses to damage, physical resistance, and mental resistance. Ooh. I'm gonna get threatened so I can just go for bravery and death blow. Nice. Alright. Let us check on our pals in Redcliffe Castle. Irving should be here now. Van Tegan. How are we doing with Isolde? Okay. We all chilling. Okay, so we've got a couple of mages. Irving, Isolde, Van Tegan, Joan. Okay, Sir Perth and the Knight. Okay, we have a gang. We've got a group here. This is good. Alright, who should I talk to first?
The mages wait to perform the ritual. I do hope this is worth the time it has taken to assemble them.
There you go. 4 episodes later, definitely more than a day. Definitely more than 2 days there and back.
I've told you the only thing I can think of that might help. Until you make a decision,
are waiting to start
I think
the
I should
ritual.
remain here. I can keep an eye on the boy, so to speak. If the demon rears its head, I can warn these people. Really, this is the least I can do. Once this is over, you or they can decide what to do with me.
Can't talk to the mages.
There you are. We have brought lyrium and begun preparations for the ritual. We can start any time.
Okay. Alright, so only one person can go through? Fuck. Okay, so instead of Morrigan fighting it, it's gonna be Irving? Do you have any last minute advice? So only one person can go through.
Yes. We haven't sufficient lyrium at present to send more than one mage into the Fade.
So why did you bring more? There's so many mages here right now. There's you, there's Morrigan, and Wynne, and 2 other mages, and this guy. Are you sure this is the only way?
It only works because the child gave himself to the demon willingly. If the demon takes over the host forcibly, we must slay the abomination. We have only enough lyrium for one attempt.
Great.
I hope you succeed. Such a young lad deserves better than execution.
Do you have any last minute advice?
It truly depends on the manner of demon. It sounds like a spirit of greed and desire, one of the more powerful in the hierarchy. It will likely engage you in dialogue and tempt you with an offer. Avoid it. Making deals with demons never turns out well.
I love that it's like, it will engage you in dialogue. This video game has plenty of it. So it does make sense that it would be a desire demon, and also when Connor was speaking, it had the voice that was similar to how a desire demon would speak, how it has like that deep voice in the background. Let's do it.
I'm glad we decided to take this route. This is really the best option.
Very well. Who will go into the Fade?
Oh, okay. Morrigan is going. Joan is going. Wynn is going. I would like you to go, Irving, or I have to think about it. Okay. Irving would be the best bet, right? Wynn doesn't really have anything damaging. Wynn's a healer. You got Earthquake. Can Earthquake it. Oh. All right. We've quick saved beforehand, so we can at least see what happens. If Morrigan goes in, we could have just done this ages ago anyway. You know what I mean? So I think the whole point of us going to the Circle Tower to do all of this and to come back here is to have assistance. So let's go with Irving.
Me? Confront the demon? This is a lot to ask.
I think you owe me. Okay, let's persuade.
I suppose I do at that. So be it. I shall confront this demon myself. Let us begin at once.
Will I control Irving to like do the fight? Or will it be, this is our way to have it go in a different, oh, yep, I control Irving. Wynn and Alistair approve. Okay. I'm actually playing, ooh, we're in the Fade. You could have sent me, oh. Okay, we have Arcane Bolt, Healing, Lightning, Shock, Glyph of Paralysis, Arcane Shield, Glyph of Warding, Vulnerability Hex, Tempest, Fierce Lightning Storm that deals constant electricity damage to anyone in the targeted area, Herbalism, Glyph of Repulsion, a glyph on the ground that knocks back enemies, Affliction Hex, penalties to cold resistance, penalties to resistance, Chain Lightning, fuck yeah, Glyph of Neutralization, neutralizes all magic, dispels all effects, drains all mana, and prevents spell casting within its bounds. I'm gonna put, so you can, oh yeah, mana drain and spell wisp. Oh bitch. Okay, let's have a look. First enchanter Irving has 36 willpower, 42 magic. This is really cool, actually. Heroic accomplishments. I can't see his because his is different. Amount of Dragon Age Origins complete, 16%, by the way. World explored, 23%. Conversations initiated, 653. Being able to look at my stats is real cool. Okay, so he has Arcane Mastery, has gained a keen familiarity with the arcane arts, a permanent bonus to spell power, star focus, permanent bonus to damage from basic attacks. Yeah, this was our guy. This was definitely our guy. He's got Chain Lightning, Tempest, Shock. He's got the full shebang on Lightning. So this is an area one, and this one, Bolt of Lightning, electricity damage on a target, then fork, sending smaller bolts jumping to those nearby, which fork again. Each fork does less damage than the previous. All of the glyphs has 3 hexes. All hits become misses, while critical hits become normal hits. A misdirection hex, an affliction hex, and a vulnerability. Do you have the misdirection one in there? Okay. Can I need to have these all together. Let me put these all together, please. Get that shit. Alright, so he's got vulnerability, affliction, and misdirection hex. Let me put those together. He has only healing. Let's put your lightning together as well. Herbalism, we'll just chuck it with that. Yeah, you have all of your lightning shit here. No, I don't want to use that. Okay, put all the glyphs into... You have 4 glyphs. One of them is not here. This one. Glyph of Repulsion. Get in there. Okay. Just need to organize this shit. There you go. Alright. So now instead of it being all over the place, it's fucking cool. All right, so I can do the shield on myself. I can throw down some fucking glyphs. Have a spell wisp so my spell power's increased. Chuck a couple of hexes down. And then just fuck it with lightning. All right.
Anna, I can hear you. I'm coming.
Oh, this is the boy. Oh, is this our Lehman? This is our Lehman. Oh my god. Hello. Oh god. We are navigating the fate. Oh, this is going to be how we meet our Lehman for the first time.
You there? Have you seen my son? I can hear him, but I cannot find him. This blasted fog has me turning in circles.
Try to get through to the Arl.
You are in the Fade, good man. A demon has you trapped here.
But is my son in danger?
He is, but I will do my best to see that all of us emerge from this unscathed. Trust me, my Arl.
Yes, I trust you. We must help my son. But I can never find him in this fog. You must find Connor. Please, I beg you.
We'll do it, bruh. Don't you worry.
Is anyone out there?
To the Fade portal. Ah, there you are, boy. Alright.
Who are you? Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now.
Attack. Be nice.
Be calm, child. I have come to help you.
No! You're here to hurt Father. I know it. I won't let you.
Whoa! And the boy turned into a demon. Hello. There she is. Okay. I could have just attacked me. Okay, let me fuck this shit up. So, Arcane Shield.
I will save.
Get Misdirection Hexed.
Your every curve and
Get Affliction Hexed.
dash.
Oh, hang on. Friendly fire on all other enemies nearby. That's good. Get Vulnerability Hexed. Okay. Spell Wisp. Get... Okay, which is the one that I want? Oh, this is an allies one. Bonuses to defense and mental resistance. Put this shit on for me, baby. Put that shit right there. Nice. And then Glyph of Neutralization. Ooh, we don't want to do that because it will neutralize all the magic I've put on them with the hexes, I think. Glyph of Paralysis. Bam. We're going to put that one for you. Trap triggered, you fuck. Get Chain Lightninged. Time to do damage now. Oh. Alright, I can't do that because that'll fuck me up at the moment. Yeah. I think I just went too over the top. I went in over prepared. I'm like looking at all my abilities. I'm like, cool. Buff, 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 debuff, debuff, debuff. Bam! Unlimited power. I think I won. Did I win? Where do we go now? Where is my prize? Was that it or is there more? Alright, there might be more. But I got my Spell Wisp, which is good.
You're the one making Father sick.
Okay, there's more. It wasn't.
Help him! You can't stop me.
Another level. Hang on, I'm just letting my mana come back. 60 reserved. What does that mean?
Get out of here! You have to get.
Hello, boy.
Why do you keep hurting me? Why are you trying to stop me?
I'm gonna keep trying to communicate. I think it's a bad idea to attack it in this form because I think this would be like a demonic trick. I need to wait till it's in its demon form.
Please, child, listen to me. I am here to help you.
I will not speak with you! Trespasser! I will drive you out!
I'll at least keep trying. Oh, another one. Okay, I'm gonna stand back a bit more now. Okay, let's try this again. I think this is already... I think I've already got this on, and I've got that on. So we're gonna start doing this.
Why?
I'm gonna just do this to you again. Okay, chain lightning. I'm on fire. Okay, demon's out. Nice, you're gonna explode. Get away!
I'll stop you! I will!
Dude.
Please forgive me.
Put Irving in my party going forward, please. Oh, hang on. There's another entrance up here. Put Irving in my team. Please. Hang on. There's an exit here? Oh, God. I'm gonna get lost in this place.
I'll stop you! I will!
Is there a pathway?
Please forgive me.
I guess we just go back through. These portals open up for us to go back through. Okay. Next. You are... yeah.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Reason with this entity.
Because you have taken a child, demon. Our world is not your world. Surely you must realize this by now.
No. It is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stand back a bit more. I'm gonna do Tempest here, right on the edge. Yeah, fuck. Okay, that didn't work. He has to cast it, doesn't he? Okay. Shit, that probably wasn't the best. That was not good. Okay, that was not good. Yep, that was not good. Probably should have some potions to... I've got herbalism, but what is that going to do when I have no... Okay. That was not good. Alright, I'm dead. When did I last save? Because now I think I have to do all those again. Okay. I should be definitely saving after each fight then. That one caught me off guard. Alright, let's try again. I'm thinking what's a good idea is before combat even takes place to like do this. And then you reckon I could, it'll set it down on Connor, which would be really interesting. So I don't think I can do the hexes yet. I'll do that.
Father wanders, seeking me. No.
Okay, then I'll step back. Oh shit, that dude appears right there. Okay. Okay, let's try Chain Lightning. So that should chain between everyone. Okay, and then can I quickly heal myself before I die? Never mind. Okay. Chain Lightning first, maybe.
Father wanders, seeking me. No.
Okay, we got this. I'm gonna fuck off back here. And then Glyph of Warding on me. And then Chain Lightning. And then heal. Fuck, the heal really doesn't work, does it? When I try and cast Chain Lightning, because it's such a big spell. Okay, I'm gonna just not do... Alright, I need to do the hexes, that's for sure.
Father wanders, seeking me.
Because...
No.
Okay, I definitely need to do the hexes. Okay, so... Let us go for... Glyph of Warding. Then I should go for Glyph of Paralysis. then I should do misdirection hex on you. And then affliction hex, heal on myself actually. Then I need to do vulnerability.
I will savor your every curve and
This one. Okay, and then I'm gonna do chain lightning.
you'll pay for that.
Oh, you resisted it. Oh, shit. Okay. I need to use a lyrium potion. Do not have a lyrium potion. That is not good. Items received. Yeah, that's awful. Okay, no lyrium potion. That... Okay. I should be okay without a lyrium potion. The demon's out. I'm not gonna be okay. I'm not okay. Fuck, this is really difficult. Alright, I burned through all of my mana. What kind of fucking first enchanter doesn't go into the Fade with some equipment? I guess you enter the... I know you don't have your equipment in the Fade, but you keep your clothing and your staff, so I feel like it should stand to reason you should be able to take some lyrium potions in with you or something. Mans can't even craft them. Okay. We're close. The problem is I have to... I'm trying to do prep work here. I'll run back into this glyph.
Father wonders.
Alright, head back over here. Glyph of paralysis. Trap triggered, but you're... Oh, it did it to a different demon. Okay. Okay. Damn, I just wasted my arcane bolt because she died. Just wasted my arcane bolt on it. Oh, don't do that. Cancel. Oh, never mind. I couldn't cancel chain lightning. Fuck, you can't cancel when you start casting it. Being a mage is such a delicate balance.
Father wonders.
I know he does. Your father should stop wandering. I feel like Glyph of Warding, because they get so close to me, might be my problem here.
I will savor your every curve and
Okay, it only freezes one of them. I wish I could freeze a group of them. That would be nice.
let us burn your
Oh, paralysis explosion. Oh, that's a spell combination and a half. I just paralyzed everybody. I just paralyzed everyone. Hang on a minute. Let me have a look. We've unlocked a spell combination. Paralysis explosion. Magic power of a glyph derives from the purity of its shape. When two glyphs overlap and their lines become infused, particularly when the glyph's effects are directly opposed, as with Glyph of Paralysis and Glyph of Repulsion, the magic has no choice but to dissipate instantly and explosively, instantly paralyzing all those nearby. Who gets out first? I'm dead anyway, because of the fucking fire. I can paralyze the whole group. Okay, hold on. I can paralyze the whole group. Wait a second. That's quite interesting, that one, actually. Alright, let's try that. I like spell combinations being unlocked as you experiment with magic. That's really neat.
Father wonders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should.
Oh, I should have put the glyph down.
No.
I should have put the glyph down, but if I do this real quick. So we rush back, and then we do Glyph of Paralysis right here. And then if I do Glyph of Repulsion right here. It still got me. I was hoping that I might have been out of the range, but yeah, that's silly. Damn. I'm on fire. How long does paralysis last? Oh, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. Chain lightning, go. They're still paralyzed. Oh, dude, that was sick. The paralysis explosion, let's go! You know what's so good about being my dwarf rogue that I love to be is we still get multiple opportunities in the game to experiment with like being a mage and enjoying like magical stuff. It's great. I get the best of both worlds. That was fucking sick. So as long as we survive being fucking burned alive, we get freed of paralysis first. Hell yeah. And we can still fuck them up. Oh, this is the final one because it was an autosave. Ah, there she is. And I've got lyrium veins, so I think this is where I can finally actually use lyrium veins in the Fade to top up my shit when I need to.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
It will attempt to engage you in dialogue. You must resist. Force a final confrontation. We tried to reason with it, but now that it's in its final form, we will force a final confrontation.
No. You end here, foul spirit. There is nothing more to say.
Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If you wish a battle, you will have it. Let us see if your power matches your boldness, creature.
I know that you're gonna make this fair? You're actually gonna 1v1 me? Okay. Hell yeah. Shit. I meant to cast it on you. There you go. Okay. You are paralyzed. While you're paralyzed, I'm a fucking chain lightning your ass. Okay, you were okay. Hold on. I'm fucking making mistakes with where I'm clicking. Oh, I'm under some sort of thing. I'm horrid. Go engage with the lyrium vein, sir. Replenish your stocks. Finally, new codex lyrium. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, how dare you? What are you doing? Oh, hang on. You're the proper one. Ah, I see. You are cloning yourself. Very clever. Gotcha. Gotcha. First enchanter Irving saving the fucking day, dude. Let's go. I'm so glad I got to engage with the lyrium vein and unlock the lyrium codex entry as Irving. Fuck.
So it is over. Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things. Eamon has much to mourn and rebuild should he recover. But at least he could be thankful that both his son and wife are safe.
I owe you my deepest thanks. I can scarcely believe Connor is the boy he once was.
There is still the matter of Jowan. His poisoning Eamon began this whole mess, yet he lives. I must decide what becomes of him. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
Interesting. Why do you want my opinion?
You spoke with him, have you not? You know what he has done better than I do, even.
True. Would you find him useful?
I would not trust him, but I would not presume to tell my brother what to do.
Interesting. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I have, like, super investment in the decision of this. I kind of want to say do whatever you want with him. I'll leave it up to you guys.
Very well. I shall have the mage imprisoned again for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
Is there some other way to heal him? What about magic?
It has been tried, and we will continue trying. Perhaps the demon's absence will make a difference. However, the relic is another option.
My husband funded the research of a scholar in Denerim, a brother Genetivi.
Mm-hmm.
He has been studying the inscriptions on Andraste's birth rock. When Eamon fell ill, I sent the knights to speak to Genetivi. I hoped that he had finally discovered the location of the urn of sacred ashes itself. They were unable to locate Genetivi. In desperation, I sent more knights in search of the brother, or some clue of the urn's location.
What will you be doing in the meantime?
I must organize Eamon's knights as they return, draft new soldiers, and prepare the army to fight. I shall hand Redcliffe back to Eamon when he awakens, and in a state where it can be of some use in the coming war. Truly, what other choice do I have?
I have the Darkspawn to contend with, and what do I get for seeking out this urn?
I have nothing to give you, except, if we are fortunate, my brother and the armies he can muster. But for that, we need the urn. If you wish more, speak with him once he is revived.
Such a great deal, such a promising guarantee. I will see if I can find this relic.
No one else can. Even if I wished to do it myself, I cannot abandon Redcliffe to its own devices. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if any clues remain on his whereabouts. It is the only place to begin the search, I think. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
We fucking did it! Okay, so they went through and had their whole funeral for those that passed in the fight for Redcliffe. Now that the demon has been dealt with, Connor is free and alive, and so is Isolde, and everybody in Ban Tegan is no longer the court jester. That was great. Having Irving go in there and be a master fucking mage and have fun going against the demon was super cool. Very satisfying. And we experienced some cool spell combinations and all sorts. That was very fun. And good to finally resolve this little like mini arc of the Dragon Age Origins playthrough of like getting to Redcliffe and then going to the Circle Tower and being able to come back here and finish it. That was a very satisfying little adventure for our group. And then now we can move on into some other things. Really cool. So for the one who delivers the sacred ashes of Our Lady will have the esteem of Redcliffe and all the riches it is in my power to grant. Is that how I can start getting like all those gold pieces to buy all the items from merchants that are charging over 100 gold pieces? I hope so. The Arling of Redcliffe was a source of constant trouble for Emperor Reveal during the occupation. It was rumoured that since each new report sent the Emperor into a fit of violent rage, his court had taken to poisoning messages before they could deliver their accounts. Isolde's family was the 10th to be given the difficult task of governing Redcliffe, and since most of the previous Isles had either been murdered by their bands or beheaded by the Emperor, they did not approach the job with a great deal of enthusiasm. Isolde met Eamon, not realizing he was the rightful heir to her father's domain, and quickly became smitten with him. Oh, I actually remember reading this. So I think it's literally just this final thing that's updated, which is the Circle of Magi were finally called in, almost too late, and Connor was freed from the demon's power, though the damage to Redcliffe was severe. So that's an interesting like point to make, is like Redcliffe suffered more damage as a result, I think, which is really unfortunate. So it's like this sort of situation where it's, if you go this route to go to the Circle of Magi and come back, like, because obviously it takes a lot more time, people suffer. It's hard. It's hard to make that choice. Or you could just have Isolde be a sacrifice, and then more of Redcliffe would be saved. In hindsight, it seems like more of a ideal option to sacrifice one for, in place of many. But you never know how these things are going to actually turn out until you actually do it. You know what I mean? All right, Connor. With aid from the Circle, he was freed from the demon's power. Connor will be sent to the Circle Tower, where he will no longer pose a threat to the innocent. Okay, magic and religion. So we got the lyrium. More than half the wealth of Orzammar comes from a single, extremely rare substance, lyrium. I believe, is this whole thing? I guess this whole thing must be new. The Chantry believes it to be the waters of the Fade, mentioned in the Canticle of Thredanes, the very stuff of creation itself, from whence the Maker fashioned the world. Only a handful of mining caste families hazard extracting the ore, finding veins in the stone quite literally by ear. For in its raw form, lyrium sings, and the discerning can hear the sound even through solid rock. Even though dwarves have a natural resistance, raw lyrium is dangerous for all but the most experienced of the mining caste to handle. Even for dwarves, exposure to the unprocessed mineral can cause deafness or memory loss. For humans and elves, direct contact with lyrium ore produces nausea, blistering of the skin, and dementia. Mages cannot even approach unprocessed lyrium. Doing so is invariably fatal. Despite its dangers, lyrium is the single most valuable mineral currently known. In the Tevinter Imperium, it has been known to command a higher price than diamond. The dwarves sell very little of the processed mineral to the surface, giving the greater portion of what they mine to their own smiths, who use it in the forging of all truly superior dwarven weapons and armor. What processed lyrium is sold on the surface goes only to the Chantry, who strictly control the supply. From the Chantry, it is dispensed both to the Templars, who make use of it in tracking and fighting Maleficarum, and to the Circle. In the hands of the Circle, lyrium reaches its fullest potential. Therefore, Mari craftsmen transform it into an array of useful items, from the practical, such as magically hardened stone for construction, to the legendary silver armor of King Calenad. When mixed into liquid and ingested, lyrium allows mages to enter the Fade fully aware, unlike all others who reach it only while dreaming. Such potions can also be used to aid in the casting of especially taxing spells for a short time, granting a mage far greater power than he normally wields. Lyrium has its costs, however. Prolonged use becomes addictive, the cravings unbearable. Over time, Templars grow disoriented, incapable of distinguishing memory from present or dream from waking. They frequently become paranoid, as their worst memories and nightmares haunt their waking hours. Mages have additionally been known to suffer physical mutation. The Magister Lords of the Tevinter Imperium were widely reputed to have been so affected by their years of lyrium use that they could not be recognized by their own kin, nor even as creatures that had once been human. There's so much incredible world building and lore in this game. It still continues to impress me, like reading through some of these things. All right. There's our paralysis explosion. I love it. And we got a bunch of good stuff as a reward there. Look at, oh no, actually this is just us getting all of our items back. I've been tricked. Never mind. Isolde. Happy to meet you. Can I steal from you? Nice. What did I get from Isolde? I got the health poultice. Love it. Just gonna steal from Isolde real quick. Stealing success. With that arc completed and my party once again changing, so my dog is not here, I'll have to go into my party next episode. We will be bringing this episode of Dragon Age Origins to a close. Thank you so much for the conclusion of the Circle of Magi and Redcliffe Tower quests, at least the main portions of them. We can then probably look into, I might check out the Flemeth's Hut. We might also do Soldier's Peak. We will see what happens. We've also been pushed onto the Urn of Sacred Ashes now, so even more to do. But very exciting time to bring a section of this playthrough that we've been doing for the past few episodes to a close, and we can check out what's to come next time. Thank you so much, and I'll see you then.